Yo, what's good, everybody? Back here with another video on my channel, Jake Snipes. Finally got back into town last night, so I didn't put out a video Sunday. I was hanging out with family for Easter. Got to see everybody, got to eat some good food, play some games, and just spend time with my loved ones. Saturday, hung out with some friends. We watched the Nuggets and Spurs game, and what a game! I know Nikola Jokic doesn't have a chance for MVP, but he's still the best player in the world. I don't care what anybody has to say. And he just proved it against Wemby, who dropped 40 points against the guy who's going to win Defensive Player of the Year for the next 12, 15 years. So, yeah, he doesn't need the MVP. He's still the best player in the world. And what a reminder game for Nuggets fans that they have what it takes to win. They just need to get healthy and lock in, man. I mean, just what they did late fourth quarter, overtime. Aaron Gordon hurt, still playing 41 minutes. He's just a dog. Murray had a double-double. And Cam Johnson, I know a lot of people are hating on Cam Johnson, saying that Denver sold by getting rid of MPJ, who was having a great year before the Nets shut him down. But Cam Johnson just fits, and it just works. 17 points, huge buckets there in overtime. Just an awesome player to have next to the rest of our starting five. Just a great game, man. The Final Four, man, Michigan just looks too good. They have NBA players on their team. It's if they don't win it this year, it's going to be huge disappointment because their roster is just stacked and they're just in a different league. So we watched that. Avalanche also won Saturday. Rockies won yesterday. So as a Colorado fan, it's looking good. I like where we're at. Our picks for Saturday. Man, we went 3-1 and we missed it by either 1 point or 1 rebound. You can't make it up. We had Dennis Jenkins for over 20.5 points and rebounds. He finished with 16 points and 4 rebounds. Right at 20. We needed one more of either of them. The other 3 picks hit, and we were that close to going 8-0. But 7-0 run is good. We'll take it. I have 4 other picks that I really like for today. Here's some baseball insights. I'll show you guys for a second. If you want to make something out of that, screenshot the video, pause the video, look at some of these, come up with something. I got to adjust these odds because some of those odds are crazy. Minus 3,700 is crazy for Max Chapman. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and get right to these next picks. With the first pick, we're going to take Stefan Castle over 7.5 assists, where this line has hit in 8 out of his last 10 games, where he's averaging almost 9. I do feel like 7.5 is low. I would love this line if it was at 8.5 as well. And if you just pay attention, it's already moved several times today. It's been 8.5, 7.5, bouncing back and forth. So if you could get it at 7.5, awesome, especially with these odds. But like I said, I think I would even like this line with 8.5. And another big reason why is because they play Philadelphia, who is ranked bottom 10 in the league in assists allowed. If you scroll down here, just all the point guards that have played Philadelphia recently, they've all hit their overs except for Davion Mitchell. I mean, Dennis Jenkins had 14 last game. So if you're a point guard and you're playing Philadelphia, it looks like you're going to hit you over on assists. And you see he's getting double digits easily, 11, 10, 10, 9. I think 2 of these games are also triple doubles. And Stefan Castle just always comes through for us every time we throw him on the slip. So I think this is going to be an easy one. We're going to take this one for our first one. With the second pick, we are going to stay within that same game, and we're going to take Julian Champagnie over 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now this line is hit in 4 out of his last 5 games, where he's averaging almost 22 combined, which is a great cushion. And I mean, he had 18 last game against Denver in overtime. They do play against Philadelphia, who, like we said for Stefan Castle, are bottom 10 in assists allowed. They're also favorable matchup at rebounds allowed, and they're right there at the favorable threshold for points allowed. Philadelphia is going to be an interesting team now that they have their whole roster back. Embiid's back, Maxi's back, Paul George is back from suspension, so they might be able to do something in the East, but I just think Spurs, they're going to bounce back from that loss in Denver. I think they're going to come back pissed off, and I think they're just going to take it out in Philadelphia today. You see here, Julian Champagny has exceeded 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists 4 out of his last 5 games for his bottom 10 defenses, where he's averaging exactly 20. So I just think, I think I would take this even if at 19.5. 18.5 just seems low. I think these are great odds for that line, including a great matchup. And like I said, with Stephon Castle, Champagny, Wemby, they're going to look to bounce back. I don't think they're going to sleep on Philadelphia. They're going to look and come back with a vengeance and blow them out. So that's going to be our second pick. With the third pick, we're going to take Tumani Kamara under 5.5 rebounds. Today they played Denver, who was ranked 9th in the league in rebounds allowed. I know he didn't hit it his most recent game. 2 games before that, he did hit it. But, I mean, if you look even past this 10-game span, it says here he has failed to exceed 5.5 rebounds 11 of his last 13 games, where he's only averaging 4. Okay, and like I said, they do match up against Denver. Great rebounding team, division rival, and they're on the road. You know, road players, their numbers kind of go down on the road. So we're hoping for that. We're hoping the ball doesn't bounce his way. Denver's coming off an 8-game win streak, so they're just in a flow state right now, playing really good. I just don't see the ball bouncing his way this game. I think Portland is clocked in for the season, and Denver is just, like I said, they're on a roll. A lot of momentum, especially coming off that great win against San Antonio. I think this is going to be a easy under to read with some great odds behind it. So this is going to be my third pick, under 5.5 rebounds. Now, before I share my last pick here with you guys, I want to remind everybody, sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Using my promo code will give you 2 no-sweat entries up to $200 in bonus cash. So $100 a piece will give you 2 free cracks at it. Either you win or you get all your money back. Take advantage of the offer. I'll have the link down below in the description. Sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Now, with that being said, we're going to get right into my last pick. And this one's kind of crazy to see. If you look, we have LeBron James under 23.5 points. Now, the Lakers are just in a free fall right now. You know, they're not in good shape. Austin Reeves is out, as you see right here. Obviously, Luka's out. So everything is going to be on LeBron's shoulders until those guys come back, if they even do come back. Now, they do play OKC today. We know what happened last time they played last week. If you see right here, LeBron only had 13 points. And obviously, OKC is a great defensive team where they only allowed 107 points combined. 107 points a game, which makes them second in the league. So a lot of the ball handling and offense setting is going to land on LeBron's shoulders. But they have nobody else on the roster to create offense, create a shot for them or for somebody else. So how do you guard that as a coach? You're just going to double LeBron. Force somebody else to beat us. They're going to double LeBron, get the ball out of his hands. That may get him a couple assists, but we're not going to let LeBron score. We're going to make everybody else score. Like I said, they only have Rui. Luke Kennard had a good game last game. They have DeAndre Ayton. Bronny James might get some minutes. But the way their roster is set up, they just don't have any more playmakers. It's just LeBron. You know, Marcus Smart's still out. So double LeBron, get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else do something. I don't think he's going to get 20 points. You know, maybe unless he just rewinds the clock and turns into prime LeBron. But I think they're going to double him, give him a hard time, get the ball out of his hands, and make somebody else beat us. You don't have to use this line if you don't like. I mean, it's still hit in 8 out of the last 10 games where he's averaging, not even averaging 20. He had a great game against Dallas last game, but they did end up losing. I just don't think OKC is going to allow LeBron to do what he needs to do for them. So I'm going to take this under. Like I said, you don't have to use this line if you don't want. But those are going to be my 4 picks. I think we're going to go 4-0. We're on a great run, 7-1. The last 2 videos we've done. But yeah, let's watch the March Madness Championship tonight. Like I said, I think Michigan's going to win. There's still some baseball on. Some other great basketball games. Should be a great Monday. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.